Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and in today's video we are starting our fall decorating. I am so excited. We're going to be breaking up fall decorating into 4 total videos. So the first part is going to be the kitchen, the dining room, my hutch, my new hutch that I got. Part 2 will be my family room, the entryway and the bathroom. Part 3 is going to be the coffee bar. You gotta have a whole video for the coffee bar that I think is going to include some delicious fall-inspired coffee recipes. And the last video, part 4, is going to be outside on the porch and out at our fire pit. I am so excited to decorate out there for fall this year. So hopefully you guys are excited for fall content. I sat this morning and went through all of my September schedule as well as majority of my October schedule, and I am just so excited for the things that we have planned. And I'm getting excited. My new obsession right now is focusing on our annual Halloween parties. So getting pumped about the fun games we're gonna do. We're doing like a fall festival theme this year, so really excited for that. Please disregard all of the screaming. I have 3 boys in the basement having like a full-blown war on the Oculus. So my 3 youngest are down there, so that's what you're hearing right now. But with all of that said, I hope that you're excited for the start of fall content. School is back, football is back. It is time for us to get the house feeling like fall as well. I even put on a fall sweater today. I recently picked this up at Walmart. I love it. It's kind of like a waffle knit, if you know, maybe not waffle knit, but just really, really pretty and soft in this really nice rust color. They had it in black and cream too. And fun non-scale victory. I put it on this morning and Danny said, babe, that looks way too big. You should go exchange it. And I did. I went down a size and I think it looks great and it fits much better. And that was a fun little non-scale victory. So go me. Without any more talking, because my intros have been really long lately, let's go ahead and get started. I brought up all of my fall bins. We're gonna see how much I get done today. So you might see the same outfit in more than one video, but if it doesn't all get done today, that's all right. It is the last Sunday before school starts. We officially are all back to school this week, so it may not all get done. We're gonna get as far as we possibly can. So thank you guys so much for being here, and let's get into part 1 of 2024 fall decorating. Thanks so much for being here. We're going to get started today with my brand new hutch cabinet here that I picked up at IKEA this year. I just picked this up last month and I am super excited to decorate this for fall. I'm going to take down all of my current decor and this is where we're going to get started. Before we get to decorating the hutch, I just wanted to take a look at everything that was on there. It's just so pretty. I love when my decor is all together like this, and I think to myself, I would rebuy all of this. I love it all. It's so pretty. And some of this stuff we're going to bring back in. I'm going to go ahead and open up our fall bins and see, but some of it we will bring back in to this beauty. I recently shared a video about how I store my decor down in the basement, and I tried to go through my bins and edit out what I didn't want anymore, but I did leave the fall bins to do after the fall season. I would know better what I didn't use. So I'm just going to go ahead and work my way through these a little bit, grab some decor, get it set out on my island, and then we'll get to decorating. I went ahead and pulled out all of the things I'm planning to use in the kitchen and the hutch. And let me just kind of walk you through what I've got here. I'm not going to do too much of this because I do have a haul, but these are containers that I plan to use to hold stems or other things like that. I did pick up these adorable pine cone ornaments. They're like glass ornaments last year, I think from Walmart during Christmas, but I plan to use those for fall decor. I've got some stems as well as a small wreath, runner. I also have these really beautiful Asian pears. These are faux Asian pears from Amazon. I got these maybe not last year, but the year before, I can't remember, for my Thanksgiving table. And I think they're gorgeous and they will look so pretty styled for the fall. And over here is my collection of little sayings as I was taking them out. I know this is not everybody's jam, but I love them, and especially ones that have something for me to hang them with, because I have peg rails both here in my kitchen and in my dining room that I can use to hang a little sign from, and I just think it looks really nice. I also have my tiered tray that I would like to decorate, and I have a couple of other items with some fun phrases on them, some wooden pumpkins, and lots of touches of orange. So this is just what I've taken out so far. I do have plenty more, but my plan is to take all of this and find a way to use some of this to decorate this. I'm starting here at the top of the hutch with this really beautiful large cloche from TJ Maxx, and I'm putting a sweet little pumpkin inside and leaving that as it is. For the next shelf, I'm bringing in this antique scale that I picked up at my favorite antique shop, Scranton Shops. And then I'm going to bring in a wooden pumpkin, and I thought I wanted to use this sign. Wasn't working, so I brought in this little pumpkin sign here, which does end up changing in just a little bit. I'm also going to start with this beautiful brown vase. This is from Target. I did get this last year or the year before, and I'm stacking some recipe books with a cloche and a faux pie. And then I replaced that vase with this little wicker pot from IKEA and a faux plant. Next up is probably my favorite piece of decor that I put out this entire video, and that is this beautiful galvanized toolbox that I picked up again from Scranton Shops. I am in love with this little toolbox here. I think it's perfect. I'm filling it with a tea towel that I put on top of another towel to give it some height. And now we're just going to stuff this to the brim with those faux pears. And I think this looks absolutely adorable. I love it so much. I love the color of the pears. I love the galvanized tin as well as the leather strap. I just think it's so beautiful, and it just brings in a lot of character to this brand new hutch that really doesn't have much character at all. I'm next up going to go ahead and put that cute little sign. I got that at Michael's a couple years ago, but I do believe I saw it there again. And I'm stacking these sweet teacups that I picked up at August and March. And I'm also going to add a fun little pumpkin. And for the bottom shelf here, we're going to work on a tiered tray. I also put that antique pitcher there, put it back. It's not going to stay there either. We are going to replace that as well. But I did add those faux hydrangea I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Those are just picks and they were about $2, which was perfect. For my tiered tray, this is actually from Michael's. I picked this up a couple years ago during the Thanksgiving season, and I am going to be using this really beautiful napkin that I picked up at Home Goods the year before last for Thanksgiving. You're going to see that napkin a lot. It actually kind of becomes my theme for my fall decor this year. I absolutely love it. I love the flannel design, and it's a great way to bring in those fall colors all throughout my home. Once I had the basic design set out on these shelves, I did go back and add in some different things to fill in the space. One was another one of those napkins. I added it here under this cloche with the little fake pie. And I also went back up to the top and replaced what I had there before with this antique scoop that I filled with a couple of little faux pumpkins. I think this is so cute, and I love how that turned out. The last thing we're going to do to finish off the hutch is to go back in with some leaves, some eucalyptus that just looks absolutely beautiful. I mixed both this orange eucalyptus as well as some purple eucalyptus. And these are actually stems that I picked up on Amazon. They're just fall eucalyptus stems. I'll link them down for you below. I did end up cutting them off of the stems that they came on one big long stem, and then I cut them off. I think I ended up using 3 total throughout this video, and I think that's perfect. It's such a great way to just bring in the different color throughout the shelves, and I love how it turned out. And I also replaced that pitcher there with a glass canister and some oatmeal just to bring in a warm, cozy vibe for a baking station, and I love how that turned out. Now we're going to work here on my dining room. I'm starting off with this really beautiful table runner that I picked up at Walmart last year. I think this is stunning. Again, it reminds me so much of those napkins and really did turn into a theme for my fall decor this year. I showed you a picture a little while ago that looks just like this of a number 2 crock like this and some beautiful hydrangea. And although these are not exactly what's in the picture, I really think we nailed the centerpiece. Wait till you see how it turns out. I think it is stunning. I started off with those large panicle hydrangeas from Hobby Lobby, and then I added in some of the seeded eucalyptus from Amazon. I love this eucalyptus. It's gorgeous. There is that really beautiful fall eucalyptus that I shared as well. I love the mix of the green and the orange. It's very true to how the leaves look here as they're turning. Very rarely do you see just orange. So I like having those touches of green. And I'm just adding in all the different orange eucalyptus, giving it a nice full look. I'm also going to bring in this really beautiful deep maroon colored flower I picked up at Michael's last year, and we're going to finish it off with 2 of these really pretty pumpkins from Hobby Lobby, and I think it turned out perfect. I just adore it. We're going to move over to the side here where I have this cute little peg rail in my dining room. I started off by putting some pumpkins in my little sifter here, but I will tell you they didn't end up staying there. I didn't love them. I think I might actually want to get some real ones to put in there, so stay tuned. Again, I'm bringing in another one of those flannel napkins, and I'm just layering some fun little farmhouse items along with this little pumpkin pie sign. And we're going to bring in a couple more of those little stems here to this basket, as well as a pumpkin on a stick and another beautiful little wooden pumpkin. Next up, we're going to work on the hutch here in my kitchen. I love this little space. This is probably my most favorite place to decorate. I just think no matter what I put in here, it always looks so cozy and inviting. I'm starting off on the top with a recipe book, and I've got that beautiful faux cheese grater. That's actually from Hobby Lobby, and the bottom is not open, so you can use it as a vase, which is really nice. And I've got a miniature one of those little brown vases from Target, and I put more of those fall eucalyptus stems in there. And again, we're bringing in another one of those napkins. You're going to see a ton of these. I did use 3 of them here in the hutch, and I just, again, love those colors, and it reminds me of a cozy blanket or a warm scarf, and I can't tell you how much I love it. Maybe you've gotten that vibe with how much I've talked about it. I'm also bringing in this recipe box. This is from Antique Farmhouse. It says family recipes, and those really beautiful berry dishes, those are from a vineyard. I got those up in Newport, Rhode Island. Love, love. And I'm also going to bring in a couple of little pumpkins. I've got that wooden pumpkin there. I think that one is from Hobby Lobby, and I do believe I saw one exactly like that or very, very similar this year. Again, I'm just going to try to bring in more of those eucalyptus stems throughout the different parts of the shelves, and that's just to give it some more color. I've got this beautiful basket here from Michael's that I picked up this year, and I put a folded towel inside of it. And then again, I'm layering one of those napkins. And I think this little basket situation is my favorite in this shelf. I ended up bringing in this little galvanized watering can and a wooden pumpkin and stacked them inside with a little bit of leaves. And I think this is so pretty. Looks like I just went out and picked it outside. It's so pretty. I think this would also look beautiful with those faux pears, or some fake apples would look really nice as well. I'm going to go ahead and prop up a wooden breadboard, if you will. I think that's from TJ Maxx, and I've got another antique scale. I think antique scales are such a great way to bring in charm to your kitchen. I also have this little picture here from my favorite antique shop, Scranton's, which I do believe is also where the scale is from. And I'm adding more of those fall eucalyptus stems. And I just tried to bring these in all throughout my kitchen and dining room. And I'm also going to try to use them throughout the rest of my home. My vibe this year is Hallmark movie galore. I just think it looks, like you stepped right into a fall episode of Gilmore Girls, and I am here for it. Here on the bottom, I'm starting off with that wooden riser. That's from TJ Maxx. And then that really pretty galvanized turkey mold. That is from Michael's this year. And I'm really happy I picked that up. It's so pretty. I've got that little antique sifter from Scranton's, and then I am adding in more of those eucalyptus stems. And for this last section here, I always seem to have this over here, but it's a little plant stand with that sweet little chair, a copper little pitcher, and then I've got this sweet, I don't know what you would call this, I guess a little vase that I added another napkin and a fun pumpkin to, and I think that looks really, really beautiful. Moving down to the countertop, I'm adding in a towel here to my mixer. I think that always just brings in a nice touch of coziness, and I try to match it to the time of year. To the other corner, I'm bringing in that antique pitcher with the hydrangea, and then I also have this little brie baking dish from Home Goods that I took the lid off of, and I am putting some antique cookie cutters here on the inside. I was just trying to get them to all fit, but I just wanted them to kind of look casual and pretty, and I think they did turn out that way. I'm also adding this really pretty cutting board here from Michael's that I picked up a couple years ago. To the other side, I'm bringing in that beautiful brown vase, and here's a look at that eucalyptus stem that I kind of took apart, deconstructed so that I could make them, work a little bit better for me. And I'm adding those here. I put some paper towel inside to just give it some height. And then I'm going to finish off this little section with these beautiful copper measuring cups, and they are living on top of a plant stand that I picked up at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. I love this. If you ever see stands like this, just grab them, especially if they're on sale, because they're great little risers to have in different places in your home. I've got that cute little nightlight from Scentsy, and I'm also going to bring in this beautiful fall eucalyptus wreath that I picked up at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. Perfect little size for the pantry, and it totally matches all those other stems that we brought in, which is perfect. To the other side, I got creative and just used the top to that brie dish that I showed you on the other side and propped it up like that to give us a little bit of color over here, and then replaced my salt cellar here into this really sweet little pumpkin one that I got at Home Goods a few years ago. I think it also might have been, I think it was Home Goods, but it could have been Hobby Lobby. I'm not 100% sure. On the other side, I'm bringing in this sweet little copper pumpkin. This is from the Dollar Tree. I did pick this up last year or the year before, but they usually have ones like this, and I think they're so pretty. I'm also going to bring in this beautiful copper pitcher from Home Goods and more of that seeded eucalyptus from Amazon. This stuff is great. I have so many of these stems, and I think they're such a wonderful filler for any kind of arrangement that you have going on. You could leave it by itself, but it just is such a pretty spiller that it, as it comes out of the vase like this. Again, I'm going to use more of those fall eucalyptus stems. I have so many of these, and my camera did die, but I did also add a sweet little pumpkin to the center and had it kind of hiding inside, but it did look really, really beautiful. We're going to finish off the kitchen with a new soap. We're also going to put this sweet little strainer in my sink and add some more of those beautiful fall stems here to the basket at the end of my island. And that is going to bring us to the end of decorating my kitchen and dining room. Let's go take a little walk through and see how beautiful it all turned out. That's going to bring us to the end of my first fall decorate with me for 2024. I hope that you enjoyed it. I absolutely love how it turned out. And again, like I said, it's giving me Hallmark movie vibes, and that's exactly what I wanted. Lots of warm tones, and I just wanted it to feel over the top. My family loves that. I love that. And I think we really nailed it this year. If you enjoyed this video, I would love to have you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure you come back for more. I post 3 new videos every single week, and I would love to see you in the next one. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves, my friends, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care.